YouTube, what's up? This Curtis again. Curtis with Touch by Health Wellness Institute. I'm a health coach. Um, I want to follow up my video, my fasting video, with another aspect of fasting. I think this is such a critical issue because so many people are losing their life because they don't have this critical information. And I'll do a series of videos on fasting, and then I'm going to move to a little bit of anatomy and physiology. I'm going to talk a little bit about plant-based nutrition, how we should, make changes to our diet if we are very ill, and how that will, without a doubt, allow the body to secure the micro and macronutrients it needs for survival. The other aspect of fasting that I want to talk about is starvation versus fasting. A lot of people have this notion that missing a couple of meals that you're starving or you can starve to death. And in clinical practice, we rarely ever see someone who have starved themselves to death. As long as the body has food reserves, the body is it constitutes fasting. Only after these food reserves have been exhausted do we move into the so-called starvation phase. And even during that period of time, the body will, this internal wisdom that I talked about in the previous video, kicks into action. So the brain, for example, will switch from using glucose, which is its preferred fuel, and use what we call ketones or ketone bodies as an alternative fuel source to meet the needs of neural tissue. And this glucose will be utilized by the body to sustain cellular activity. Fasting, again, is the abstinence from all food except water, except pure water, which is distilled water or reverse osmosis. I don't recommend consuming water with vitamins and minerals in it, inorganic vitamins and minerals. We don't need to get vitamins and minerals from water. You get your vitamins and minerals from foods, specifically from plant foods. There's this notion that after 10 days of fasting or going without food, the heart would collapse and you would die. And this is simply not true. There are professionals who are in clinical practice, most of them, who hold this belief. Um, People are so ill today and so sick that fasting is the only solution, from my vantage point, the only solution that a person have to really save their life. There's a lot of celebrities who have died in recent years and even months, and all the money they have had to pay for this medical modality, that medical modality, this alternative treatment, that alternative treatment, and they still died because they're dealing with people who are out to take their money, dealing with people who have no understanding of health whatsoever. And fasting is so vital that we recognize fasting throughout the whole animal kingdom. There are some lower forms of animals you can decapitate them and restrict food from them, and they'll grow a new limb or grow a new head. So there are some possibilities that humans cannot possibly exhibit while fasting, but fasting is the only one of the only solutions that I've ever discovered that is so powerful because it puts the mechanism, it puts the potential in that internal wisdom in the body. This wisdom that we cannot touch. So when people take medications and they think they've gotten healed, it's the body that has done all the healing. Healing is a biological process. It's not a chemical process. It's a biological process exerted by the human body to survive. And the use of drugs and surgery inhibits the body's healing mechanism. So using drugs and surgery, although surgery sometimes is necessary, but using drugs and surgery to treat symptoms causes chronic illness. So when we think we're cutting out symptoms and using drugs to treat this symptom, this internal wisdom will switch it'll pivot and pause and use the skin, or it might use the liver, or it might use the gallbladder. And so these are extraordinary efforts of elimination. So the body, so what the medical system and so-called herbalists, alternative healing modality individuals who use other methods as opposed to drugs, what they call disease, I call self-healing processes on the part of the body to heavily detoxify. So this gets to the gist of the fact that the human body, if left alone, typically will do all the healing, but it takes time. Healing takes time. It takes many years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to develop diabetes or cardiac conditions and other chronic conditions. So without a doubt, it takes time to reverse these toxic situations. And in my line of work as a health coach with Touch by Health, I use a very powerful questionnaire. I want to know, what are you eating? What are you drinking? How much are you sleeping? Are you in a toxic relationship with someone? What are the kind of clothes that you wear? Do you wear clothing that keep your body in total darkness all the time? We know that sunlight and sunshine is critical to development of healthy bones and efficient blood flow. So I just wanted to make this short video. I will come back again with a number of videos. I'm focusing on fasting right now to kind of jumpstart this health revolution that I think is so needed today. And listen, if you know anyone who needs some vital and critical information, you know anyone who is sick, anyone who is under medical treatment or herbal treatment, and they're getting worse, please contact me. I'm gonna give my contact information. Anyone at any time can call me at 216-804-0580 or Touch by Health Wellness with Curtis at gmail.com. Thank you.